What is up, 4D? Hope everyone's doing well. I've been busy as fuck, but been on the markets a lot more lately. Loving it. Feels good to be back on the charts and feels good to be back trading. Just following the markets and everything about it. It's a ton of fun. Obviously, took a little bit of a break, like from professionally trading for a living. Stressful when you don't have a steady income coming in and steady paycheck. Like the thought of actually, okay, I need to make this much today. You know what I mean? Versus now I have a paycheck every 2 weeks that funds my mortgage and all the important shit in my life, and I get to trade for fun and just, make a little bit of money on the side, and it's always good. So I've been working on a strategy that is just simple as fuck. That's all I want. I don't even have brainless. A monkey can friggin' do it. You know what I mean? We don't even have to think. I can write a code for it, set it up, boom, algo trades for me every single day. And the fact that, okay, I get to be on the markets, I get to trade, I get to be kind of in it, but I just don't have to constantly be thinking, okay, yeah, like, blah, 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 support. There's so much to trading. I'd much rather just have something super simple that I get to play once a day, and that's that. So I've done a bunch of research, and I've also backtested a bunch and been trading it a bunch now, and it's awesome. It wins way more often than it loses, and here's basically the gist of it. Trading it on the 15-minute time frame, as you can see. So I set levels based on the high and the low of the first 15-minute candle. Cool thing I learned about TradingView, if you, so I'll clear my charts. If you, oh, that sucks, it deletes my text. All right, I'll go through this real quick and then we'll go into it. Basically, set the levels based on the high and low of the first 15-minute candle. Buy your calls or your puts on the break of that level, and generally I try to buy before just because the break has been aggressive. So for instance, like, okay, we'll set our level right here, and I'm trying to buy, if I can clearly see with price action, we are definitely going to break out. Look at this fucking volume. You know what I mean? It's going to happen. This one's a winner for sure. Nothing's for sure, but you know what I mean? I'm confident in it. I'm trying to buy just slightly before the level so that I actually get in and don't get fucked. Basically, as soon as the contract hits 10%, I set my stop loss. And if that's all I get is 10%, I'm happy. I'm like, back in the day, I was trading for, I don't want to say home runs because I wanted 100%ers, but I don't really, it wasn't every single time that I was going for that. I was trading for higher percentages and trying to get those, like, 40, 50, 60 kind of type plays. And I think it's just too much stress. You have to hold through candles that you don't like holding through. It doesn't feel good, and I'd much rather take 10%. You know what I mean? Like, do the math. 10% on $1,000, $100. Okay, times that by 10. You know what I mean? Like, you can easily make money, and 10%. Like, you gotta think, if you make 10% on one play, like, if you were to put that money in the bank, they wouldn't make that for you. You know what I mean? Like, even if you put it in SPY, like, yeah, it averages 7 to 8% a year. Okay, well, you just beat that in one morning, right? And my whole goal is like, all right, I want to watch the market till 11, and then I got shit to do. I want to go ride my bike. I want to just do whatever I want. I don't know, work on the house, basically. That's kind of my life right now. But at the end of the day, and I mean, during the middle of the day, it's all chop fest. Who wants to trade that shit? Versus get in, okay, boom, you have your anchor at 9:45. You know where you're buying. You buy and you get out. You take your 10%. Max profit 20%. And here's the thing, like, don't get greedy. And that's me telling me that. That's not me telling you guys can do whatever you want. But for me, if I hit 20%, I'm cutting it. I'm taking the green and I'm walking away. That's it. Too often back in the day, like, yeah, you'd hit 40, 50, whatever. You get greedy. You think it's going to 70, and then all of a sudden, boom, hard reversal. And your premium dries up in an option contract, and here we go. Take your 20%, walk away. So anyways, now I'll clear the chart and we'll get into it. So I had all these, maybe we'll just back. Win, 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 win. 5 in a row. Win, 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 win. Loss, loss, then a win. This one was a fucky one. This was dumb on my part, but whatever. Win, win. So there's been my live trading days of this strategy. Pretty damn decent, if I do say so myself, right? And some of them I did hit 20. More often than not, I would just cut it at 10, just because I'm happy with that. And that's my goal. My written out trading plan, my goal is 10%, and that's what it is. If I get 20, well, gravy on the day. But at the end of the day, if you compound 10% per day, fuck, it's gonna add up quick, right? And like for me, obviously being a bajillionaire is nice, but fuck, if I can bring in a couple extra $100 every day, 10%, I think that makes everyone's life a lot easier. Anyways, here we go. Enough babbling. This is my first time ever recording my voice on my computer and my screen, and ever putting a video on YouTube. So I'm a little bit anxious and feeling a little schizo. Like my brain's going one way and what I'm thinking is going the other. Anyways, so one cool thing I learned about TradingView: if you hold control while you're doing a horizontal line above a candle, it automatically magnets to the top of the wick. So that makes things easy. Anyway, so boom, this was today. So as soon as the 15-minute candle closed, I set my levels. If I go into the 5-minute chart just to make things easier to show, we had 1, 2, 3. There's our 15 minutes right there. 15-minute open. I like this. Today I really like this. Doji, doji. And then we had a little bit of bearish action. And this candle here made me have it in my head that, okay, we're probably going to go down, but as a trader, you can't be biased. You just got to take what the chart gives you. So, see what happens. We had a nice little inside candle here, and then we started to come down. And I was buying right about here. Just like I said, as soon as it starts to break through, you'll see there's some serious momentum. It's first off hard to get filled, and the premium of the option, because of Vega, like volatility, goes up very, very, very quickly. And so buying in here, and I had my stop loss set around here, took my 10%. That was that. I didn't even, look at this. Could have held. I looked at the option chain. Let's say I wouldn't have, but I'm just saying, let's say I would have held from here down to here. It was like a 300 and some percent run today. Sorry, 200. It was the 366 that I picked up. 288% from open. Crazy, right? But that being said, would have never held it that long. I took my 10%. And I'm happy. You know what I mean? I don't care. 10%. It adds up. So my one rule: stop loss is the top of the body. When we're buying puts, obviously if we're buying calls, it's the bottom of the body. But stop loss at the body. Some people will play the stop loss at the top of the wick. I would much rather now get the fuck out if I'm losing. You know what I mean? Like, cut it early, cut it fast. Who cares? I switched to interactive brokers. Commissions are super cheap. They're $1.25, right? Compared to like when I was active trader status with TD, I had $7.50 for commissions plus $1.25 per contract. Interactive brokers, $1.25. That's it. So I don't mind taking the loss. Like, so what? I'd rather pay my broker than pay the market. So just being, took my 10%, and that's that. But yeah, look at this friggin' run. All right, clear it. We'll go to the next day. So same thing. Control. Set my levels, then we'll go to the 5-minute. And super bullish. Like here, if there's 3 candles in a row, in my head, I'm like, okay, there's probably going to be 4, especially with this kind of momentum, right? And no volume, which is quite interesting, right? So it's like the bulls are in control of this. No one's trading, it seems like, other than bulls, right? Like, compare that volume to that, right? No real volume. Anyways, we got here, we come down on the 5-minute, and again, I'm trying to pick it up right here, right? On the break of this. And sure enough, right, we went up to 366.48 from 365.09. That's more than enough. I got my 10%, and that was that. One thing I want to... This strategy, I'm only playing it on the Qs. I tried it with, like, I backtested on the SPY, and it did not work out as well. IWM worked very well. The only thing is, in terms of volume and movement, everything in terms like the actual option, QQQ, there's way more volume. Way more people are picking up QQQ contracts than they are IWM. That being said, IWM is cheaper, right? Like the contracts themselves are cheaper. So I don't know, do whatever you want. But I specifically am only playing the strategy on the Qs. That's it. That's all I'm looking at for the first like 20 minutes. And here is why. So I pulled up the at the money option, the put for today. That's what it was. So last sale 219. The delta of this put is 57 cents. So if you roughly do the math, if you move 50 cents, like if the actual share price moves 50 cents, you make 10% on the with the delta, right? So if we call this like $2, right? Just doing, or yeah, 220, whatever. I need this to move 22 cents for it to move, right? So 57 divided by 2. If you can do the math, at the money contracts for QQQ, and this is one of the reasons also why I'm only playing QQQ, other than the chart works out really well, but the options chain is perfect for this. So all you need is 50 cents and you've made 10%, right? And it's pretty damn easy to catch a 50-cent move. All right, so like 365.11, right there, that's it. That's not a big move at all. Like if you look at most of these candles, they're more than 50 cents, you know? We'll do one more here. All right, 15-minute chart. So again, go to the 15-minute. This is my stop loss if I'm playing puts, the top of the body here. All right, if we go to the 5-minute now, I don't know why TradingView can't realize that, okay, if I'm on the third day, keep me there when I change time frames. All right, same thing. Okay, there's our 15 minutes. We now have our range of what we're going to be playing. This candle, I picked up right here, right? Thinking we were going to break. It did do a little bit of a reversal, right? And we did have a little bit of a wick here, so I had to sit through it, but whatever, that's nothing, right? My stop loss is way the hell up here. And then sure enough, we dropped. Easy peasy. So anyways, that's the gist of the beginning. I'm going to try to make more videos just to hopefully explain things a little bit better. I am about to start making pizza for Sarah when she gets home from work, so she'll enjoy that. But anyways, that's kind of the gist of what I have been working on, and I would love to chat more and love to go through it more. So yeah, see you guys in the chat.